money coming in. What do I do? Writing until I need another pen. Gotta make the right decision.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down and 4. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Montgomery, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Allen out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Allen going to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fields on first down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at the big man rumble. 30. 10. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
It's not much more.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Monty Hooker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 29, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. Throwing on third down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He's going to look deep down the field, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom, and the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Allen being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A final shot before the break. Fields. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. on first down, it's Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Fields on third down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Fields. Steps away to his left. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time, an interception return for another score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. The interception rolls, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss down.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on second down. Fields swings this out here for Cohen.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a first down throw. Fields looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
It's been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Back to throw here. Drops it off for Chubb. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Back to throw. Fields.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On play action, Fields.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Allen off the play fake. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, Allen. Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields throwing again.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 4th down, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he finds Montgomery complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields over the middle. That's caught by Claypool.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Fields now to throw.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Fields.
He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,